Hello everyone, I'm NTom64.
And I'm Richy.
And welcome to the HellfireComms playthrough of Journey for the PlayStation 3. This is, in every sense of the word, going to be a unique journey, because I've never played the game before. Obviously, I've watched a bit of footage here and there, but from beginning to end, I'm not really sure what the journey will entail. So, this is going to be a treat. Richy, of course, is in the driver's seat. He's the one who played the game. So, Richy, what exactly is Journey all about?
So, Journey, as the name suggests, is about a journey.
How many times can we say journey before we actually get into the game?
Oh, you're going to be driven nuts. So essentially, we will take control of a robed traveller, and we will see what the traveller's quest is very soon. It's one of those games which I would say is most certainly an experience game. I believe I brought it up when we were playing Child of Eden, perhaps?
That's the exact game I was thinking of, actually.
Yeah, because that was around the time, or at least a little bit before we did the Child of Eden playthrough. I wrote a blog post about experience games, which was entirely brought about by playing Journey. Because I actually got... So this is actually the PS4 version of Journey.
Oh, okay.
Because when I got my PS4 for Christmas, / birthday, / I can't remember what the hell I got it for, but either way, as part of the bundle, I got the Uncharted collection, and I got Journey.
Nice.
It was part of the reason why I went with that specific bundle, because it was just like, this is a game that I'd heard so much good stuff about, and I was just incredibly intrigued by it, because having never had a PS3, it just sort of passed me by. And so then it was just like, you know what? This sounds like a great opportunity to play a game that I've wanted to for a very long time. And I'm so glad I did, because it's easily one of the most beautiful experiences I have ever had in a game.
Graphically, at least, it's already blowing me away, and we're not even, surfing through the sand and whatnot yet.
I know, the art in this game is absolutely outstanding. From a gameplay perspective, it's perhaps a little too simplistic, and that's certainly one of the criticisms that was levelled at it, but as I believe I said when we were doing Child of Eden and in my Experience Games blog post, that's often not the point of an experience game. There are games which are entirely to do with how the game as a whole makes you feel.
Yeah.
The gameplay is informed by the visual style and the sound, and they are inspired by the gameplay, and it doesn't necessarily test you too hard, but it's all about making the player feel something, and I think that Journey does a phenomenal job at that.
I'm kind of sad I'm going into this having not played the game, but maybe that will make the experience that much more powerful, you know?
Well, we'll see on that front, because I think there are certain elements of Journey which remain powerful no matter what. There are other elements which I think will perhaps be somewhat lessened by talking over it, and also, having two British geeks talk over it in general.
Yeah, well, we're trying to keep this one, nice and calm,
Yes.
Not a jokester fest, as it were. And I know that's not, the most exciting type of LP, but you've really got to tailor your commentary, in regards to what game you're covering at any given time.
Well, exactly, because at the end of the day, Journey is a very... I don't want to say somber or melancholy game, but it fits into that same sort of area of atmosphere. It's often very quiet. You're often just trudging through sand, very, very alone. And it's all about that journey. That is the entire point of it. But it can be a very powerful experience, as you will see as we get further into the game. Because at the minute we are just going through the first area, and I feel I should point out, so we picked up I think it's a symbol. Essentially what the symbols do is they extend the length of your scarf, and that scarf will allow you to fly for a period of time.
Okay.
In this run, I am going to attempt to get every single symbol in the game. I'm also going to attempt to get every single ancient glyph, which is what you see here, which give you a bit of narrative.
Ah, okay, optional lore.
Yes, definitely.
Lovely,
You'll
lovely.
get general lore throughout the game, but the ancient glyphs give you a little bit more. And the reason I say I'm going to try and get everything is because of things that are going to happen a little bit later on, I could not guarantee that I was going to get everything. I'm pretty sure I did in the end, but there was no guarantee, and I just thought I just need to... It's the type of game where you just go with the flow. And funny I mentioned flow because, so that game company who made Journey also made Flower.
Oh yeah.
And Flow. They made a game called Flow. So it's just so fitting. I mean, at this point in the game, like, not a lot's going on. It's very quiet. You're not quite sure what's going on.
Yeah, you're just kind of experimenting with your new abilities right now.
Yeah. But it's essentially after this level, because so the game is split up into about 6 chapters, so to speak, and each of them will take you through new and very different locations. The first one is quite simple, but after that they're going to get very interesting.
Does it stay desert themed throughout the entire game?
I will leave that to spoilers, and you will have to wait and see.
Okay.
But yes, at the end of every chapter, we sit down and meditate in one of these little areas and see the mountain in the distance and see what we can figure out. Because essentially our goal is to make it to the mountain.
Okay. So we got like a Hobbit situation going on here.
Yes, we don't know why we need to make it to the mountain, but we feel that that is our purpose.
Okay. I feel like Richy is telling me a story right now as I sit by a roaring fire and he reads from his vast leather-bound tome.
So yes, you'll get little bits of this at the end of every chapter, and they will progress the story, so to speak. It's quite an ambiguous narrative, and rightfully so. Because the whole point is, it's about the journey. Like, I'm going to be labouring that point far too much, but there is nothing else you can say about what the purpose of the game is. Obviously, we'll go into a whole bunch of other things, but start as we mean to go on.
Holy shit. No, I'm just blown away by the game's visual style, and I was just like walking towards the light door.
Oh, Tom, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Get a little bit of a Shadow of the Colossus vibe here.
Well, we won't be fighting any colossi in this game. In fact, we won't really be doing any fighting at all.
That, in and of itself, has some kind of appeal, I think.
Yes. That's not to say that there won't be enemies, but we will not be fighting at all.
That's fine. I mean, I think it's harder to make a game where you don't fight enemies than it is to just, like, slap in some, like, combat mechanics and call it a day.
Well, exactly. Now, this is the bridge, and as it stands, we can't make it across because it's all broken and dilapidated.
Oh.
So initially what we're going to attempt to do is we're going to go and pick up the symbols, because I want to increase my scarf as much as I can.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Yes, and then what you need to do to properly progress is you need to go to these little container things and chirp, because you can create sounds to release these cloth creatures to build a bridge.
Huh. Yeah, it's funny you say chirp, because when you're, like, floating, because it's not really flying, it's gliding, if anything, you kind of... It looks a little bit like birds' wings.
Yes.
I'm deciphering the lore as we go along, don't worry.
When I first played the game, like, I was being naughty and using a guide because I wanted to make sure I got all of the symbols as much as I could. Anyway, all these, I don't know whether I did on the first run, but I certainly used it afterwards because I wanted to get everything. And also, you might have noticed that there's a little flashing white light in the corner of the screen there.
Uh-huh.
You'll see what that's related to in a minute.
Okay.
Actually. Because it's actually one of the biggest functions in Journey. Because if you look in the distance there is another traveller.
Oh. Oh yeah, the co-op, I've heard about this.
Yes. So, Journey is home to a really lovely anonymous co-op mode online. Essentially, at any point on your journey, you will perhaps run into another traveller, and you can complete your journey with them.
Huh.
And sometimes they will help you, they will guide you towards where you need to go for things. Sometimes they just won't.
There you go.
So it can be a very profound experience, because sometimes, like, going through the entire game with someone can just be very powerful, because you have no idea who this person is. They could be anyone.
Or it could be me.
Yeah, but you're going on the same journey together. And it could also be that you just completely lose track of them, and they've just been a fleeting moment on your journey, and that can be quite powerful as well.
Yeah. Or annoying if you want them to do all the puzzles for you.
Well, yes. I mean, in terms of getting certain achievements / trophies, because it's PlayStation, having a partner can be a little bit frustrating, because certain trophies require you to do things, and if your partner does them, then it doesn't count towards you.
Oh, you should both get the trophies in that instant.
Yeah, at least I don't think it does anyway. And also, there are certain trophies which point blank require you to have a partner, and they can be slightly difficult to get because of what they require you to do.
Uh-huh.
Because you can't necessarily effectively communicate with your partner. All you can do is that chirping.
Uh-huh.
And that just means that sometimes you're trying to communicate with very limited abilities.
Well, it could be worse, it could be a Nintendo game.
Well, this is very true.
I'm using motion controls.
But yes, it can be very interesting.
Alright, what's going on here then?
So basically we're just freeing up these cloth creatures in order to build the bridge, so that we can get to the end of the chapter.
Nicely done.
It's, like, seriously, I love this game so much. Like, considering I only got it at the start of this year, I think?
Uh-huh.
And I fell in love almost immediately.
Well, I love the cloth texture for the bridge. Like, it moves exactly as you'd think a bridge made out of cloth would.
Yeah, it's just a really well-designed game. It's something that we will go into. I just feel that save it for slightly later parts.
Ooh, Richy. Walk along the bridge properly. Do not incur the wrath of NTom's, like, fucking Virgo, okay?
Oh, you're gonna hate me in later chapters then.
Oh, buddy. Well, let's sit down and meditate. Maybe my rage will go away.
So, yes, because we have, well, now we have anyway. Because we have completed this chapter together, we will continue our journey together.
Oh, that's beautiful. Why does he get the cool costume, though? I want the white gold costume.
Well, you'll just have to wait and see about the white robe.
Okay. Oh. Man, if I wasn't the same race as you, I would be terrified right now.
And now we get a bit more lore.
So is this like the same tapestry, like continually being updated?
Yes, so you get to see a bit more and more of it as you move through the game, and as you can see, it's actually already seemingly so to chart our journey.
Oh,
because
so
you
it
can
is.
just see the bridge there. And so it'll give you a glimpse as to where you're going to go next.
Interesting. So we've got a lot of towers in our future.
Perhaps.
Oh, you've been working on your subtlety. I can dig it. I can dig it.
And so this is the end of the bridge.
Come on, Anonymous Bob, let's do this. And that'll do it for the first part of the HFC playthrough of Journey, guys. We hope you've enjoyed it. Come back next time when our journey continues, I suppose. Goodbye for now.